Lady, and welcome back to another YouTube video. So today, by the title, y'all already know that today is going to be a story time video. It's a lot, and I already know this video is gonna be very shocking and very traumatizing to a lot of people, because you probably wouldn't expect this coming from me, and you probably wouldn't expect this at all. But it's been 4 years, and I feel like it has to be said. The past couple days, how I've been feeling, y'all, I've been feeling like I need to get everything off of my chest before I even get deeper into everything that I've been holding on to, because I care about these people. Like, I need to let it go and say my piece and move on. I've made a story time about this person twice. It is the person from the Worst Sneaky Link Part 1 and Worst Sneaky Link Part 2. I called him a sneaky link around that time because I didn't want to say relationship, because we were never official. Never official up until recently. But I'm going to get deeper into that. Before you go ahead and watch this video, go back to the Worst Sneaky Link Part 1. And
that's the problem. We never was official. We having these whole situationships and ain't never had a discussion about what we are. Or he never let you know what y'all are. Okay.
And Part 2 video to understand what type of person he's been. I want to also apologize to myself. Like, I let myself down so many times for this person because I was in love. Like, I really, 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 really love this person, like, so much, to the point where, like, I would have definitely taken a bullet for him. And it's so hard to say because, like, I know now that he wouldn't even blink. He wouldn't even look my way if I were to get shot. So it's like, I love somebody who didn't even love me back. Lastly, I'm not going to name drop anybody in this story time or him, but you guys will probably have a sense of who it is. I have all right to say what I'm about to say in this video. I've been very kind. I've been very quiet. I've taken a lot of disrespect and hurt from this person. I let him play in my face. I let him make me feel less than. On Sunday that we just passed, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror for 2 days straight because I didn't recognize who I was. And I'm not saying that in a hypothetical way. I'm being dead ass. He's hurt my body. He's hurt my mental. He just isn't a good person overall. So I want to go ahead and dive right into this story time. To pick up from the last story time that I've ever told about him, throughout the months, he will always, reach out. I personally don't reach out to him. I think it was almost a year before I started messing with him again. But basically that would sum up what has transpired throughout that time frame. He reached out to me, and I went and I seen him around that time. What was crazy was, around that time, he's telling me he loves me and he wants to be with me and things like that. And then I see the story come out about him and this super big influencer and how he hurt her really bad. Whenever she was telling her side of the story and stuff, I kind of understood, because prior to the situation that happened in October that I'm about to get to, I've dealt with a lot from him. I've taken a lot of disrespect. And before a lot of these influencer girls knew of him that he was messing with, I was always there. I was always there, almost waiting for him, waiting for him to finally be yes, I'm gonna stop playing with you. And it sounds so crazy. It sounds so low. It sounds like I don't even love myself, and I really hear it now. When I would say this, I didn't really hear it, but I kind of hear it a little better now. Either way, around that time frame, I was just with him, and then the story broke out about him and this influencer girl and how he broke her heart, and she was so devastated and really heartbroken and things like that. And it was very hurtful to see, because I would be on my Instagram or I'll be on my TikTok and I would see videos of them and stuff like that. I was really, really hurt, because I wasn't done with him around that time fully. But around that time when I seen it, I was damn, he's really gonna go away and be in a whole relationship, and what if he has a baby, or what if he ends up marrying somebody and he'll never be with me again? And that's all that I was thinking about, and it really broke my heart. heart because I was like, damn, like, I was there for you. Like, it was me. Whenever you first started doing your TikTok, everything that really kicked you off, like, it was always me. Like, I remember when the first videos that he filmed, it was me filming them. Like, I would literally get off of work from working at the airport, working my 8-hour, 9-hour shift, standing up in the airport all day, all week. I would get off and go to be with you in my free time, and I would stand up and record these videos for you off of faith. Not off of what I know you're gonna make now because you this big TikToker and big YouTuber, like, not from what I know that you can make now. I was doing that based off of faith and hope that you would blow up. And so it's fucked up that you get all of this from it and then you go and you give it to everybody else that didn't even know you before that. It broke me down. Like, throughout my whole time doing YouTube, y'all would never know that because I really keep a lot of stuff tucked away as much as I can. But he really hurt me this time, y'all. Like, there's no coming back from that. Like, the way I felt on Sunday, I would never feel again. I would never allow anybody in this lifetime to ever make me feel the way that I felt on Sunday. Either way, let me continue. In June of last year, he started to end up on the Shade Room. I think he'd been on the Shade Room like 3 or 4 times, I'm not too sure, maybe a little less than that, for allegedly scamming people in Atlanta and like all this stuff. He FaceTimed me one time and was like, I hope that shit don't bother you because you know how I am, like, you know I wouldn't do that and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, damn nigga, like, I don't want to believe them, but like, you're a liar. Like, you've lied to me on countless occasions. Why wouldn't you do a stranger wrong? Like, I didn't want to believe it because I'm like, damn nigga, like, I know your heart. You might not be the best to me, but like, I know your heart. But like, damn, like, you did fuck me up a few times, and I took it and I allowed it and didn't say anything for so long. I tried to keep it as discreet as I could, but you kept doing like unimaginable, unexplainable things to me that I couldn't understand why you would do it to me. Like, I've never had any guys come to you and be like, yeah, I had this. I never went out publicly around time frames like that where I could have. I had receipts and this and that, but I never did it. I was just like, damn, like, at the end of the day, like, I love you and I'm not gonna do anything to hurt you. But he kept hurting me. Like, every chance he got, he did it, like, without a question of a doubt, and I couldn't understand why. But around this time, he was on the Shade Room first.
Because we let them. I mean, this story so far is a tale as old as time. People only do what you let them do. They only do what you let them get away with. And because she was in her feelings, she was in love with him. So, you know, she's going to let him do it. So when people say, I don't know why they keep treating me, because we let them. I don't know why they keep hurting me, because we let them. I don't know why they keep doing this, because we let them. We roll out the red carpet of abuse. Please abuse me. That's what's going on.
Things like that, and then he's telling me all these plans of how he's gonna go about it and things like that, and I'm like, honestly, I feel like if you're gonna address it, you need to address it the correct way. Don't draw it out. Don't bring attention to it just cause you can bring attention. Don't be on that cocky type of time. Like, if this is what you didn't do, let them know this is what you didn't do. And I would give him advice like that, and of course he wouldn't take it. But around this time, like, I was really trying to be there for him because I know that it could be a lot for the Shade Room to post you and for all these thousands of people, millions of people seeing it and hating you or being mean to you or saying the worst things to you, and I didn't want that for him. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to be there as much as I can for you and just give you the best advice that I can. But moving on, like, down the line, like a few days after that is like where he was just like, yo, like, I really appreciate you in my life and things like that. I do love you. I love you a lot, and you've just always been there for me. And, you know, eventually he asked me to be his girlfriend around this time. He was telling me he's thinking about moving to New York, but he doesn't know for sure, but he just wants me to be his girlfriend and things like that. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, I'm like, okay. And what I want you guys to know is that with him, I would consider him as my first real love. Whenever I normally don't be talking to him, I'm normally like celibate. So whenever he does me wrong each time, I will stop talk to anybody else because I really do love him and my whole heart wants to be with him. to the point where like I don't want to open myself up to anybody else completely. Normally they kind of show me they ass once, and then it's just like in my brain, I'm not saying this is right now, in my brain I would just be like, I might as well just deal with him. Like, I already love him. Why would I go and start being sexually active with you if I'd rather be sexually active with somebody that I know? It was more so like that, and that was a battle that I was dealing with myself. It's because I really loved the attachment that I had to him. But either way, moving along, he asked me to be his girlfriend around this time frame, and I said yes. And I think like the next day I went to be with him at his apartment, and we were together and we were planning a lot of things, us being a couple now. And I had told him like I gotta go home because I gotta go and get some stuff and things like that. And I think I had left. It was like something like that. I had left. And around that time I was actually kind of scared to be his girlfriend, because I was like, damn, like it took you like 2.5 years to ask me that. Why would you do that? Like, you know, like damn, like am I like your final resort? Like what am I to you for you to ask me so late? Like, do I even really mean anything to you? So as soon as I left his house, he had texted me and was like, oh, it's not gonna work, I don't want to be with you anymore, or some shit like that. And then that was the last time I heard from him. He got up and he moved to New York. When he moved to New York, I would be on my TikTok and I would see him with, you know, some girls in New York. It was just really heartbreaking. It's like, damn, like you keep doing this to me. Like, from the sneaky link part 1 to the sneaky link part 2 to now this type of stuff to me, it's like, damn, like you really don't have any respect for me. You don't have any remorse. You don't love me the same way that I love you. I don't even know what it was. Like, I really don't even know what it was. And I don't even know how I fell in love with him anymore. Like, me thinking about all of this stuff, y'all, like I don't even understand how my heart allowed this to happen. Like, I don't understand. But either way, that was the last time I heard from him in that situation. In October of last year. So a few days after my birthday, I was just in my apartment like getting ready to go out. I had another friend who had her birthday that same day, and I was getting myself together in my apartment to go. I was gonna go and run some errands and stuff like that, some little errands, not nothing crazy. And I went on my Instagram and I seen that he DM'd me and was like, happy belated birthday or something like that, and that he wanted to take me out for brunch and he wanted to see me. So I went out to brunch with him. We went to like Toast on Lennox and we had brunch, and it was a really good brunch. Like, we were drinking and we were just talking and things like that. He was telling me that he moved back to Atlanta and that he's getting his house and that he doesn't want nobody at his house. He's not messing with no girls like that, because he used to mess with a lot of girls. He don't want everybody to have his address, and that he's just waiting on his house to be finished and things like that. And I'm like, okay, like, I really love this for you. He had just got his new car. This is before it even got wrapped or anything like that. After the brunch, we had went back to his hotel, and we were just in the hotel, and then we ended up, you know, being sexually active. And I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like any time that I get back around him, it's like pull. Like, I just get pulled to him. I cannot say no. Like, I cannot resist. Like, I cannot not be around him. Like, I love his presence. And it's like, damn, like I started realizing that, and I'm like, oh my god, like I might really lose myself. But a few days later, he had asked me if he can come and stay with me at my apartment until his home is completely ready, like until he can get the lights on and things like that. And I'm like, okay, like, you know, cool, you know, you can, like, you know, just come over when you're ready. So he ends up coming over to stay with me for like a day. And when he had came over that day, of course, we were sexually active again. And that day, I did not know that I was ovulating. We ended up doing what we did, and we was together just a little bit more. We were both expressing our feelings to each other. There's a lot of promises that was made. He would tell me, like, Shalay, like, I really want to be with you. We should try to be together for at least 6 months, and then we can, you know, figure out anything else. But, like, we really do need to try. And so I'm like, you know, I really want to. Like, I hope that this is what it is, like, for real this time, like, you know. Then things started going really, really left. I don't know if I've ever mentioned to you guys in my previous story times, but he does suffer from bipolar depression and things like that. A few days later, I went to sleep and I had a really bad dream about him. Like, I had a dream that he was cheating. Granted, right now we are not in a relationship. I call it cheating because if you constantly are looking at me and you telling me, like, I can't do certain things and that you love me and we are trying to be together and things like that, you are cheating yourself out of being 100 with me. My dream stops. for a second, and then I go back to sleep and I continue out the same dream. This is a very important. So I'm gonna tell you guys, the next morning when I wake up from that dream, I get up and I text him and I'm like, I had a crazy dream about you and da 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 da. Like, it was crazy. Like, I just had a dream that you were cheating. So that same day, like, he laughed at it, whatever, and he was barely texting me back that day. And so, like, I had like a really bad gut feeling. I went to my therapist's house. We ended up making dinner together there, and we were just chopping it up. And so night came down, and so now it was time for me to leave, and I get a text message from my friend Jordiana, and it's a live video. He's on live with this other super big influencer girl, and he's kissing her toes on live. Like, he's kissing her toes on live, and I guess they went on a date and they in his car, and I'm like, damn, like, I literally felt so, y'all, like, I don't even think you understand. Like, I felt really, like, low. I didn't even know what to do. So I confronted him about it, I think the next day or something like that. A few days later, I found out that I was ovulating, and so I got scared. I had asked him for a plan B because I was really scared. I just got out of a depression. Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I can't do this. So I got a little scared, and so I asked for a plan B. And in the same breath, it's like I was okay with having his baby, but I was kind of freaking out. I asked for the plan B, and he had sent me the money to get the plan B. So I went, I got the plan B, and I took it on the last day that you're supposed to take. So I think it's like 3 days that you have before you can take the plan B. But the problem was that the last 3 days that I was able to take it was the last 3 days of me ovulating. So when I took the plan B, it didn't work. It didn't work because you cannot take a plan B if you're already ovulating, and I didn't know that. So after I took the plan B, I felt really, really nauseous that night. And I woke up in the morning, I'm like, oh my God, like, is this supposed to feel this way? And so I started Googling, like, a lot of stuff, and I seen an article on Google, and it was like, if you do take a plan B while you're ovulating, it's not gonna work. It's 100% not gonna work. So now, like, I got scared, and I told him, and I'm like, yo, I don't think it's gonna work because this and that and the third and things like that. And so he's basically like, okay, like, we're gonna get it figured out. He was very passive to it a lot of the time as well. So, like, it was very contradicting. And like I said, he is very bipolar. There's some days that he will say, like, yes, he won it, and then there were some days that he would be like, nah. I was going through, like, a whole emotional roller coaster. Like, I was going up and down. I'm crying, I'm not crying. Like, it was just a lot around that time. And then I went and took the pregnancy test and found out that, like, yeah, I was pregnant. And I told him, for sure, I am really pregnant, so what are we gonna do about it? Like, how can we go about it? Like, how can we fix it? And he was like, we can fix it, we can work it out, we can be together. I just don't want you to trip. Like, that didn't mean nothing to me. I don't mess with her. I've never had sex with her. I've never did anything like that with her. I was giving him the cold shoulder. We ended up talking it out and stuff like that. A few days later, I was talking to him about, like, how do you go about the process? Like, am I getting an abortion? Like, what am I doing? Like, I'm trying to figure it out. And he was telling me, like, we can figure it out once he gets back from Puerto Rico. So he's gone for a few days, and like a couple days later, I see the girl who he was kissing her toes on live, and I think she goes live, or she posts like screenshots or messages of him saying that he wanted to take her to Puerto Rico, and that he ended up taking this other influencer girl to Puerto Rico. So I'm like, what the fuck am I really sitting here in right now? Like, what is going on? Like, my nigga, like, I'm pregnant. I'm pregnant, and you are telling me that we can figure this out, we can have a life and all this stuff. You kissing her toes on live. You promised her a flight to Puerto Rico and took another girl to Puerto Rico. And now you haven't been talking to me in days. I feel like it really fucks with somebody mental. To know the state that I was already in, like, it made me look at him differently from that time. But, like, I still was trying to, like, work things out because I'm, like, really scared to deal with what I was dealing with by myself. So he comes back from Puerto Rico, and I confront him about it, and he's telling me he's sorry. It's not gonna ever happen again. It's not what it seems, and all this stuff. Like, he just packing my mind up with more and more stuff, and I'm already very emotional and all this extra stuff, and it's just, it was really like a tough time. Like, it's like I really was scared around that time. I did not know what I was gonna do. His birthday came around, and on his birthday, we were supposed to be together. He had hid me from his story, and he had posted like a video clip of this girl being in his bathroom at his house while I'm pregnant. So this is like the third time in a span of like a month and a half, maybe. And it's like, I really sat there and I took all of this. Like, why did I take all of this? Like, why did I sit and do that to myself? Like, why did I allow this to happen? We started planning to like go through with the abortion. He's like pushing it off. Like, he keeps pushing it off. He's like, babe, I gotta do this. Like, babe, I gotta do this. Can you switch the date? Can you put it to this date? Oh, that's a little too early, or something like that. And I'm like, a little past 6 weeks now. Like, I have to actually do this. Like, we have to actually do this. I finally get a day that we can go, and we went down there, but we were a little too late. And this was actually the same day I received that DM from old girl who was trying to start some stuff with me. Like, I was literally on the way to go and do something that I didn't even really want to do. So like, me and him is on the way, driving to North Carolina. We get to North Carolina to do it, and we were a little too late, so they wouldn't do the procedure on me. So we ended up having to drive all the way back, and as we're driving back, he's like, he has to fly out somewhere, so I should drop him at the airport and then just go home. And so I did that. I came back, and I was still pregnant. I feel nauseous. I don't really want to take pictures. Like, I don't want to be seen too much. After that, I went to my sister's house in Dallas to spend Christmas. When I got back on the flight to come back home to Atlanta, I realized that he didn't text me or speak to me while I was in Dallas. And I was like, damn, like, where he at? I noticed that he's on live. So I get on live, and he's in the car, and he's with a girl in the car. And basically, they had just came back from a cabin trip with his friend and the friend's girlfriend. They had like a double cabin trip type of thing. I broke down in the airport. Like, I started to cry. And the reason why I started to cry was because this is like the fourth thing now that you did to me while I'm pregnant. Not only that, like, we talked about a cabin trip. Like, we talked about going to the cabins and things like that. And you got up and you took this person on a cabin trip. Like, this is like the fourth, fifth girl now, like, that you've done all of these things for, and I'm sitting here stuck pregnant. So I ended up breaking down. I'm crying. I cursed him out. Ramesh ends up coming and get me at the airport. Ramesh is like, oh my God, like, what's wrong? I'm like really crying. Like, I'm breaking the fuck down right now in the car. Like, I'm like really fucked up. I came home that day, and I was like fucked up. Like, I'm devastated. Like, I came home crying after Christmas. I just had told him, like, I'm gonna figure it out by myself. I had went with Ramesh and Mariah. I was planning to get the surgical procedure. I was like reading up on it, and they were like, it hurts for a few moments. Me having to like sit and think about all of this by myself, because I was thinking about it by myself, because he wasn't really thinking about it from my point of view. He was too busy doing what he was doing, and I'm too busy thinking like, damn, how am I gonna get out of this situation? I sat and I'm thinking about it. I'm like, damn, like I'm gonna really do this. Like, this is like something really bad. Like, I'm really about to do something really bad. And look at where he's at. Like, he's literally like living his life like to the fullest. And so I'm like, damn, like, I really gotta go and do this alone. They prepped me up and everything like that to do surgical, and the doctor ended up pulling me aside to the room. It was like, Miss Brown, like, we can't do the surgical on you because the baby isn't growing anymore.
Oh,
so
wow.
I feel like if I wanted to keep it, I really couldn't have, because I was dealing with so much stuff. I ended up having to do the pill, so they gave me the pill and they sent me home, and I came and I stayed in my apartment for like 2 days. And I did the pill and cried. Like, I cried day and night. And what was crazy around that time was that the only person that I wanted to hear from around that time was him. Like, I didn't want him to go away. And it was like, damn, like do I love anybody else? Do I even love myself? Like, I'm literally bleeding out, and I'm sitting here thinking about this person that clearly does not want anything to do with me, clearly does not love me, clearly does not think highly of me, clearly does not put me up on no type of pedestal, clearly does not care about my well-being. And it's like, damn, like, I really sat here this whole time. I sat here really yearning for your attention, your presence, and you weren't there.
That's what a narcissist does. So a narcissist, you know, they love bomb you. They get you really attracted. They get you really hooked, and then they discard you. And pretty much that's what happened with this young lady. I mean, he just did all the things. And anytime he felt her slipping, they pull you back. And anytime they feel you slipping, they pull you back. And then you get to the point when you look back, when you get over this, you be like, what kind of fool was I? Because they just know how to just wrap you in and get you going. And you don't even recognize yourself sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You don't even, especially she seems young, like when you are young and maybe you just don't have that fortitude to be like, I'm leaving and I'm out of here. They just know they'll play in your face. And I mean, this is beyond playing in your face. I mean, he was just taking women and doing all the things. And now I'm just going to hope, though, that she, you know, we still got a little ways to go. So let's just hope that, you know, she wake up for real. I'm trusting she will. Okay.
So after all of that, like, I had got back good, and he was like, he's really sorry, and that he's gonna start taking me out more and, you know, treating me better, because he do see that he treats me really, really poorly and things like that. And so I was like, okay, like, you know, being naive. I went back out with him, and I spent a few days with him, and he was telling me, like, you know, he's gonna start helping me more, like, financially. He's gonna be there for me physically, like, you know, he loves me and he wants me to know that. And so he ended up taking me out on a date, and that's where I met the same two couples that was on the cabin trip with the other girl. Me and his friend's girlfriend that he went on the couples trip with, I ended up getting really close with her, and she was telling me a little more of, like, what it was like on the couples trip. And, like, it hurt me. Like, it really hurt me, because it's just like, damn, like I've been there from day one. Like, I didn't love you because of what you had. You know what I mean? Like, I loved you because I loved you. Like, I really thought you was this amazing ass person in my head. Like, I loved you to the point where, like, I realized that I didn't love myself anymore. Like, I put everything aside for you. Like, I put my whole life on pause when I'm around you. And it's just so sad that, like, somebody that you could really love, like, this is what I'm saying, like, this past year, y'all, like, I've dealt with so much heartache. Like, it's, like, really unimaginable. Like, I really dealt with so much, like, my heart cannot take it anymore type shit. You know what I mean? Like, I allowed so many people that I love to hurt me. Like, I allowed it. Like, I can't even lie. Like, I can't even sit here and be like to y'all, like, it's all his fault. It's really my fault. Like, I really allowed this stuff to happen because I really was in love with this person so much. Like, but you know, you win some and you lose some, definitely. But so we stopped talking after that, because he had gotten mad at me because he had went on live one day and he was talking about how that same girl that he took on a cabin trip came back and spent a ton of his money. Like, I think like $5,000 at Target. He bought her a $2,000 Louis V bag. He was paying her rent. This whole time was paying her rent. He had her over his house before I went there to go on the date with him. He had her dogs there at his house. He said on live that he was trying to build a relationship with her. And I'm like, how are you doing all of these things when I'm pregnant? I'm not even gonna cry, because I don't even have no cry left. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, the last couple of days I sat in here, I was crying my life away. That's what he was saying on live, and so I had confronted him about it, and I was like, So this is what was really going on. Like what is it? Like, what is wrong with you? Like, it's like you wanted to be with everybody else except me. Like, and I never did anything to you is what I'm not understanding. And if you didn't want to be with me or see me in that light, it was better for you to just say that. And then why even try to get me pregnant if that was the case? Why do all of these things that you did if you didn't really care for me in that way? Like, why do it? Like, I found myself questioning myself, like, day and night. You really hate me. After that situation, he got really mad at me because I confronted him about it. And he blocked me. He said that I wanted him for his money. Recently, we started talking again. He was talking to me. He was telling me that he wants me to come over to come see him. We can talk about it. He was saying that he's gonna buy me, like, a car. So I had went over to his place. After he had blocked me when I wasn't talking to him, I was talking to somebody else, getting to know somebody else. I wasn't sexually active with anybody, but I was talking to somebody else because I was like, I do need to get away from him maybe. So I had eventually went to see him, and when I went to be with him, he was sick. And so like the past couple of days like that I'm there, I'm like helping him. His place was a mess. Like he had threw up in the house, and like I'm like there like tidying up, like cleaning up as much as I can and being attentive to him. Like I'm trying to be there for him even when he's supposed to be there for me. It's a lot, y'all. And I'm like just being with him, and he asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes again, being stupid. After all of this stuff, he ends up telling me that he wants to take me to Puerto Rico for Valentine's Day, and that, you know, he's gonna try to make a little more money trading and like all this stuff. And so like it was a good couple days. Like I was very happy. Like I felt a change in him. He was taking his medicine for bipolar depression. He was taking that. He had side effects from it, and like his body got like super itchy. I bought like Benadryl spray and was spraying him down. Like I'm there like really like helping, like really trying to be there for him like throughout anything that he got going on. When I was at the house with him, I had looked at his phone, and it was this girl, and the girl had said I love you to him, and I had questioned him about it, and I was like, do you love her? He was like, no, like, you know, she was just one of them girls that I was messing with a minute ago. She doesn't even live in this state. And so I'm like, oh, okay. Saturday morning, he had woke up and was like, we're going to Vegas. And so I was like, oh. I'm like, okay, like I don't, like now, like he's like, yeah, like I booked the flights and stuff like that. He's like, I love you, and da-da-da-da, and we got up and we got ready to go to Vegas. Like, simple, just like how y'all seen in the vlog. Like, it was a very much so last-minute decision. And I packed us our bag, you know, we was off to Vegas. We got to the airport, and he was basically saying to me, like, you know, I want you to be comfortable enough with me to be able to still sleep with other girls. And I was like, a part of me kind of felt like he was always gonna say that, because I feel like he's not ever gonna stop fucking so many girls. Like I feel like he's not ever gonna stop. And so I had said to him, I was like, you know what's crazy? It's like, it doesn't matter if I'm with you or not with you, you still gonna do it. It doesn't matter if I tell you not to do it, you still gonna find a way to do it. And I'm like, I mean, do what you gonna do. Like, just do what you gonna do. Like, I'm just over it. Like, do what you gonna do. Playing it cool. Like, I'm playing it cool. I'm like, I'm not gonna trip. I'm just gonna let it be. So I was like, maybe we need to speak about boundaries. He was like, his other friends, girlfriends, let them do what they doing, and so I need to be down with it. And so I'm like, okay, like, maybe we can set boundaries, like good enough boundaries to where it doesn't hurt me. That was the worst thing I ever said. I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that in any relationship that I'm gonna get into or anything that I'm gonna deal with in life. I'm not okay with it. I don't know why I sat there and said it. I don't even know why I agreed to it. But I was not okay with it. And I still said it, and I lied. Like, I lied to myself and I lied to him. So when I say to you guys, like, I can't even put the full blame on him, it's like, I fucked up. Like, I fucked up too. Like, I really fucked up from saying some shit that I knew I wasn't down with. Around this time, he also told me to quit my job. Don't work anymore. You don't need that job. I'm gonna help you financially. I'm gonna be paying everything anyways. So we was in the airport in Vegas, and we were talking about that talk. I was like, one of my main boundaries is protection and not having them at the house. Prior to this conversation, when I was with him for the 6 days, when he asked me to be his girlfriend and things like that, he also asked me to move in with him and give up my apartment and things like that. He asked me about like my bills and like where I'm at financially and things like that, and we were talking about it, and he basically told me that he don't want me to sleep in my bed anymore. Like, he wants me here all the time. So when we were in the airport in Vegas, I was confused on why he would even suggest sleeping with other girls, like, ever. And so I was just like, damn, like, I mean, he gonna do it regardless, so I might as well let him. It's just crazy what love do to you and do to your mind. Like, you really lose yourself. You really, really, really do lose yourself. So I was telling him, like, I don't want the girls at the house, if that's what you're gonna get down with, and protection. I was like, you can't. It was a lot of boundaries that I gave him, but they were reasonable boundaries. He told me that, he pays over $4,000 a month in bills and to not have no girls at the house. And I said, listen, this is the last time that we are gonna try to be together. If you cannot respect my boundaries, and I know now that I've tried everything to be with you when I shouldn't have tried everything to be with him. But now, because I know I've literally altered the way I think, feel, everything, like I've altered everything. Now that I know that, if you do break what we've talked about with the boundaries, this is the last time. And God knows when it hurt me to say it, because I'm like, damn, like, I just don't ever want to leave him alone. Like, no matter what he does, like, I can deal with it, I can take it. But I was like, nah, like, I'm really putting myself in harm's way every time I'm messing with him. There's not one time that I've messed with him that ended well. Like, as we're having this conversation, my mom calls, and so my mom is like, Shalaya, where are you? Like, I haven't heard from you in a couple days. Like, what are you doing? Where are you at? Are you at the airport? Who are you with? Like, she's questioning me, and so he grabs the phone and starts talking to my mom. And it's like, yeah, you have a son-in-law and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, oh my God, like, why did you do this now? Like, now I have to answer to my mom. Like, now I have to answer to all these people. Like, when you're not going to be there. Like, you're not going to be there, and, like, you put me in a very, like, fucked up place. Like, damn, like, So he was saying all these good things and stuff like that, and I'm pretty sure my mom, likes him or whatever now. And so we get to Vegas now, and we're in Vegas, and he was doing sports betting and things like that, and he lost a lot of money out there, and he was supposed to collaborate with some guys out there, but we ended up not being able to. I found out that my cousin was there, and so I was like, I want to see my cousin before I leave, but we was only spending 24 hours in Vegas. So while we're in Vegas, just to sum it up, we were on live together in Vegas, and he was like saying a lot of stuff on live, and I was like trying to shut him up. After the live, I had spoke to him, and I was like, I don't think you should say so much. He was like, I've been doing social media for a long time, and I know what does well and things like that. And I'm like, no, but that's not like what I want. And we wake up the next morning, and like Sunday, and we're in Vegas, and like I'm filming, I get myself ready for the day because I'm gonna head out with my cousin. So he gets up and tells me like, he's about to go downstairs to the lobby, and we're in like this big ass casino type of hotel. So when he told me he was going down to the casino, like I kind of had a feeling that I kind of had a bad feeling that he wasn't gonna be doing something that's faithful. At this point, I'm his girlfriend, by the way. He goes down and he comes back up, and I'm like in the bathroom, I'm doing my makeup and stuff like that, and he comes in and he sits on the bed, and I get done with my makeup and I go back into like the bedding area, and he tells me, he's like, I really love you. And I'm like, I love you too. And so he's like, yeah, and I just want to be real with you. And I'm like, okay, like be real with me. And so he's like, that girl that you seen in my phone, like, I feel like you're up here. I love you so much. You're up here. And then she's like right here. Like, how did we go from me being your girlfriend to now me feeling like I need to allow you to do what you're doing because this is the type of person you are, and I'm trying to accept it, which I shouldn't accept it. It is completely wrong. And then now you go to telling me that same girl that I seen in your phone that is saying I love you to you, and you told me that you don't love her. Now you're telling me like she's right up under me. And so I'm like, so what? He was like, so I'm gonna see her when I get back. And I'm like, huh? He's like, I'm gonna see her when I get back. She's gonna fly in. I told her to move her flights a couple days ago when I was with you, and now I told her to get a flight back. So I said, let me see the messages. He showed me the messages, and he's offering to pay for her flight to come to Atlanta. So in my head, I'm like, oh my God, like I literally just told him in the airport, like it's okay, and he's actually doing it. Like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did I just do? Like, what the fuck did I just do? And so in my head, I'm like trying to play it cool because I don't want to sound crazy in front of him. Like, oh, like, bitch, you just said that. Like, why the fuck? Like, you know, like I'm like my whole, like everything got weak for me. Like my body got weak, and I'm like, oh my God, like I gotta play this cool. I gotta get back home so I can stop talking to him. Like I have to get back home. So like he's telling me this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, like go do it, because like in the back of my mind, y'all, like I'm like, yo, as soon as I get back to Atlanta, like I can never speak to him. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna go see her. Well, she's gonna come over. And I'm like, we never agreed to somebody coming to the house. He's like, we never agreed, but we talked about it. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not gonna end well. Like this is not gonna be well. I'm like, okay, I'm about to go with my cousin. So I leave and I go with my cousin, and y'all, like I tried to be so happy that day so that I can like go on the flight home and be okay. Like it's a 5-hour flight, y'all. So I go with my cousin. I'm trying to be happy. I'm talking to my cousin about it, and he's like giving me his opinion and stuff like that. And so I'm like, okay. My cousin drops me at the airport, and I go and I change my clothes back into my airport outfit, and then we go and we start getting checked in and stuff like that. And I'm like not feeling it. Like now it's hitting me, y'all. Every closer that I got back to Atlanta, I'm like, oh my God, like this is getting real. This is really what it's about to be. So like I'm in the airport with him, and I'm trying not to argue, I'm trying not to fuss, I'm trying not to seem like something's wrong with me, and I'm like trying so hard, but like he knows me, and like he can sense that I'm like at a very discomforting like space right now. So we get through and we get on the flight, and now our first flight is to Denver, and we're on the flight for like I think like an hour, a few, like I don't know how long that flight was, but we was on the flight for a good little minute. And as soon as I got on the flight, like I felt super nauseous, but I was feeling unsettled and nauseous. So I went into the bathroom and I threw up, and I stayed in the flight bathroom for a good little minute because I didn't want to go back out to him. Like I didn't want to be around him anymore. Like I wanted to be home already. So I finally got out of the bathroom and I sat back beside him, and like he's like playing like everything is cool, and he's like, Shalea, like what do you like, do you want to talk about it, and and I'm like, I told you what it is. Like if you really do this, like if you really have this person there and this is what you about to do, like it's gonna be the end. Like it's gonna have to be the end. He didn't say anything throughout the flight. He would try to say little things to me, but I'm not really speaking to him. Then we get off at Denver, and as soon as we get off the flight, I'm like, yeah, I gotta go to the bathroom. And I go into the bathroom and I stay in the bathroom until the next flight. So I stay in the bathroom until the next flight because I don't want to be around him. And then I'm like, damn, like this flight now is 5 hours. Like we got to really sit now. This is the 5-hour flight. Like we really got to sit on this flight. So we finally get on the flight going back home, and like I just had to go to sleep. Like I went to sleep because I couldn't stay up and like think about it anymore. We get to Atlanta, and like I'm not saying anything to him. Like I'm not saying anything to him. But as soon as he lands, like I realize that he's texting, and it's like he's texting the girl. Like the girl already got her flight. She's here in Atlanta, like, you know what I'm saying? And he's texting her probably like, yeah, I'm just got off, God knows what he's telling her. So like we get to his car, and we're putting everything in the car, and it's raining, and it's raining real bad. And he get in the car, like he's like rushing now, like he's picking up the pace, like he's walking through the airport with like a bounce in him, like he's hurrying up. We get to the car, and literally, y'all, like every time he speeds, I'm like, damn, like he really don't want to be around me. Like he's really choosing somebody else.
Oh my God.
Like, in my face now. Like this is real. Like this is real.
Y'all, it's amazing to me how a narcissist with your permission, will play in your face. More than play in your face. They will shit in your face. Shit in your face. Shit in your eyes so you can't see. Shit in your ears so you can't hear. Shit in your mouth so you can't talk. They love a fool. It's called supply. That's what they call it. But they love a fool. They love it. That's why when you go no contact, they go crazy until they get somebody else. But then they always find a way to come around. It's incredible. And the craziest part is how they suck you in to the point where you will stay. You will stay. They suck you in to a point where you are doing all these incredibly egregious things, and you still will think it's you. You still will, what did I do? Oh my God, he really likes somebody else. And then sometimes when you do get over it, sometimes you never do. Sometimes people deal with the fallout of a narcissistic relationship for years, unless you're living up under the therapist's office, up under the desk. And even then sometimes, because first you got to always go back and unpack you. You have to unpack you. You have to unpack your childhood, your issues, because we don't get into crazy situations unless it's a trigger from our past. Okay? So let's continue.
Really real, like this is what's really happening, like right now before my eyes. Like he's speeding to her, like he's doing all of these things. So every time he pushed on the gas pedal, it's like another part of my heart like sinking. Like I felt like I was sinking, like I couldn't breathe. Like, oh my God, like what the fuck is about to happen? Like I really agreed to this. I'm not okay with it. Like oh my God, like what did I do? Like what did I do? I'm like thinking like, oh my God, like I don't have a job anymore. Like I don't have anything right now. Like what did I just do? Like what did I just get myself into? Like, what did I just get myself into? I'm trying so hard not to cry, y'all. We finally get to the house, and, like, we get into the house, and, like, he opens the suitcase right by the garage door. And so, like, it's like, damn, like, okay, like, he want me to get my shit now. Like, I need to leave right now. Like, he's basically saying I need to leave now. So I go upstairs, I grab the rest of my stuff. I don't say anything to him. Like, at this point, it's no more communication. It's no more nothing. I go upstairs, I grab my stuff, I go by the door of where the suitcase was. I grabbed all of my stuff out, and I put it in my bag, and I put my bags in my car, and I left that night. I didn't say anything to him. He did not text me when I got home. He did not text me if I got home safe. And it was raining really bad, and he knew I was really hurt. Like, he could tell I was really hurt. He did not check up on me that night. Like, he went ahead and he had his night. He told me prior to this, like, I think when we were in the hotel room and he was telling me, like, he's gonna let her come, he had told me that he doesn't know when she's gonna leave. He had his night. He had his night, and I came back home, and I was devastated. I was crying all night. I couldn't sleep because it's like, I know what's happening right now. Like, you know what's happening right now. And, like, it broke me. Like, I was broken. Monday, I had to get up and edit the vlog, and I'm like, damn, like, as a content creator, it's like, you want to keep your revenue up. You want to keep this stamina. Like, you got to post. You know what I mean? Like, you got to post. And damn, like, that was my first time to Vegas. Like, I have to post that. You know what I mean? And even though the vlog started out in a very happy headspace, like, it ended very badly. Monday, I woke up, I started editing, and I started my new week vlog. The rest of Monday, I was crying still. I think Wednesday was the first time, like, I actually ate something. Like, I was really sick. Like, I was really sick. Like, really sick. He had texted me and was like, why did you leave like that? Like, why did you leave and didn't say anything? And I'm like, what was I supposed to say, dog? Like, what the fuck was I supposed to say? Like, you, even if I was supposed to be like, okay, I'm gonna thug this out, I'm gonna be this type of girl for you, like, I'm gonna allow this shit to happen, you still broke the fucking code. You allowed this bitch to get there. Like, you sat there and you, as soon as we got in the house, like, you opened my shit up like I was nobody to you. Like, I was just one of these random ass bitches, like, I needed to go. Like, you opened that up, you made it to where I needed to leave now. You went and you was cleaning up the place because you knew you was gonna let her stay there. I was just like, are you still gonna help me like financially because I don't no longer have a job? And he was like, go get your job back. I fucked up so bad. Like this time I really fucked up. Like I really fucked up so bad, y'all. Like this is the most embarrassing story time I feel like I've ever told in my life. Like this is really embarrassing. This is so low. Like look at what I sat here and I accepted. Look at how I loved him so much, and look what he could say to me. Look what he could do to me. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm getting scared now. And I'm like, no, like you have to, like, this was a promise, like you promised me, like, you know. He was like, I'll still help you, but some days I want to be in a relationship and some days I don't. And I'm like, okay. I think I had told him, like, just let me know if you're able to help, because right now, like, what I'm gonna do. Then Wednesday came around, and that's Valentine's Day. That's the day that we were supposed to spend together again. We were supposed to go to Puerto Rico. We were supposed to do all this stuff, and I think the girl was still there, and I think he spent Valentine's Day with her. Wednesday, I had sat down, and I was like, okay, Shalaya, like, I need to write down pros and cons of me being with him. It was no pros. I wrote it down in my notes. You can scroll on the amount of stuff I allowed him to do to me. And I'm going to keep saying allowed because I fucked up. Like, I fucked up really bad. Like, I loved him to the point where I couldn't even understand what the fuck I was doing and how bad and how stupid it was. And I allowed him to have so much control over my life to the point where I didn't love myself enough to say no. I didn't love myself enough to be like, Shalaya, this is the final straw. I didn't love myself enough to walk away. Like, I did not love myself. I did not love myself. And the 3 days that I was in here devastated, I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I'm looking at myself. I don't understand what I'm seeing. This does not feel like the bad bitch Shalaya. This does not feel like the Shalaya of all confidence of all confidences. This is not the Shalaya that leave a nigga if they fuck with her. I was devastated those days, and it's in my vlog. Like, I had a really bad breakdown. Like, I want to leave. Like, I don't want to be in Georgia anymore, and that still stands. I wasn't eating for like 3 days. When me started crying, I was crying because I'm like, damn, like I really sat here and I made my whole everybody, like I made everybody tell me, Shalaya, you need to stop messing with him. I made everybody hurt by it. Like I hurt everybody by it because they knew I was losing myself. They knew I was losing myself and I couldn't help it. And they couldn't help it either. Like, it was so sad. Like, he was crying to me and I felt so bad. And I was like, Ramesh, like, I promise I'm never going back. Like, I promise. I know you heard it a billion times, but I promise I'm not going to go back, you know? And so Ramesh was like, it's okay. Like, you know, we're going to figure it out. Like, Ramesh and me is in the car. We're figuring out life together and, like, we're figuring it out. And it was, like, so sad. Like, it was so emotional. Like, I ended up talking to my therapist that day. I was really like, my mind was gone. Like, I felt suicidal. Like, I felt like the whole 9 yards. And that's why I say, like, I feel like my depression didn't never go away. I felt like I literally, like, suppressed it because I was so caught up with being with him. So it didn't feel like I was depressed anymore, but I still was going through things that I was going through. Before Ramesh had came over, I texted him and I was like, I need help. Like, are you going to help me? Please answer me, like, type shit. And he didn't ever answer. Look at what I got myself into this time. Like, you taking everything from me now. Like, you taking a piece of my body. Like, you taking my job. Like, you've taken everything from me. Like, I know for a fact right now, if I don't know anything else right now, I know that I'll never be with him again. I know that I will never be in his space again. If I don't know anything, I know that now. So I sent this last message to him, and yeah, I feel like I need to tell this story time and close this chapter in my life, like, completely. Anything that I'm dealing with now, I will figure it out, and I will be strong enough to admit that I was wrong for ever allowing somebody to have that type of power over me, that type of hold over me, that type of control over me. I'm so disappointed in myself that I allowed so much stuff to happen. I'm so disappointed that I've changed myself to be with somebody like that. I'm so disappointed that I loved somebody like that. Like, I'm so disappointed in myself. Like, it needs to be a chapter that closes out of my life, like, for good, like, for sure. He does not contribute to me in any way. He does not make me great. He does not make me happy completely. He does not make me want to be with him. He does not make me feel smart. He does not make me feel like I'm the most beautiful girl on the world. Like, he doesn't make me feel those type of ways. And I was like, damn, like, how can I really sit here and say that I love this person and I'm gonna be with this person if all you do to me is hurt me? That's all you've done. Like, all you've done was hurt me countless times. Every time that I showed you love, every time that I was there for you, every time that I sat there and I cared for you and I did little things for you, you just showed me that you really hate me. What I had to think was like, maybe I'm not the only one who has done stupid things to be in love with somebody or to be with somebody because you love them so much. I was talking to Adriana, and Adriana like said some super uplifting words to me. Like, she was like, Shalay, he didn't take everything from you. Like, you still have life. You still have life. So it's okay. Like, just get yourself back up and you can do it. Like, you can figure it out by yourself. Like, you got this. Like, you get what I'm saying? God loves you and you got this. And so, like, it was really like, y'all don't even know about the amount of like love and support that I got from my friends and my family this past week is like crazy. Like, you know, like, I'm thinking in my head like, oh my God, they're gonna hate me. Like, if I tell them what really happened, like, they're gonna hate me. They're gonna be like, why did you agree to this? And like, it's like everybody was like, it's okay, like, you know, you just can't go back. And I'm like, I promise y'all, I promise I'm not going back. Like, I'm not going back. Like, I am not going back. Me and Ramesh talked about like plans of like what I need to do like to be okay again and like how I'm gonna fully start over. The last few months has been very traumatizing to me on my mind and my heart, to the point where like I really do feel like I need to get away. I don't view the world the same way. Like, these past couple months, I don't view people the same way. I don't view the world the same way. I have to live for me. Like, I have to be good for me. If I'm going to be a good person in this world, I have to be a good person for me. Like, I really have to stand up. Like, I have to stand up for my mind, my body, my heart, my soul. Like, I have to stand up for me and love me a little more just so that I don't be in the situation that I'm in. I sat here and I loved you for so long. I loved the person that I thought you could have been. And it's like, you always showed me who you really were. And it's like, damn, like, I can't even put all the blame on you. But fuck, like, you're the one who did all of this stuff. I sat there, I was there for you. I was there from the beginning. I'm the one who was there encouraging you. You hurt me so much times, and all I kept doing was getting back up and encouraging you and trying to make you be the best person that you can be in this world. And look at what you did to me. He is my worst heartbreak, and I will never forget what he's done to me. All of my respect for him is gone. I don't have any respect for him. I don't want him around me. I don't want him to touch me. I don't want him to look at me. If he sees me in public, I want him to unsee me. I want him to really just not be there. Like, I don't want to be around him at all. I'm not okay, but I'm definitely going to be okay. This is the lowest that you guys will ever see me again. I will never give anybody the opportunity to do the things that he's done to me. I would never allow certain things like that ever again in my life. I've learned my lesson. I do not want to be with him in any way, but it is a wrap for him. I'm happy that I've gotten everything that I felt like I needed to get off of my chest. I feel a little bit free. I feel a sense of relief now. Life goes on, and just as long as you can acknowledge it and you can move forward and you can change it and you can make things better within yourself and within your life, and you don't revisit things like that, I feel like everything will be okay.
Shalay, girl, first of all, so at the time of me recording and responding to her, this video was about a year and a half ago, almost 2 years ago. And hopefully I'll follow up, and hopefully she's doing a lot better and she's moved on. But one thing I have to say is that I am so glad that she took accountability, because I think the worst thing you can do in situations like this is say, why me, and thinking it's somebody else's fault. Because the minute you take accountability, you own it. And once you own it, you kind of see it through the eyes of what you've done and through the eyes of what the other person has done. Because narcissists, they go after empathetic people with kind hearts, good hearts. You ever notice a narcissist don't ever get with another narcissist? No, because they need a supply. They need someone to feed off. They need someone to punch down on. Now, I do like the fact, even though the story was crazy and I was like, oh God, but at least she took accountability. And I'm just hoping that, going forward, she, has discernment when she's dealing with these people. And I have to also say, we've all, especially as women, we've all been through craziness. I don't know any woman who hasn't done something crazy for a guy, maybe not to this extent, but who's done crazy things for guys, let them take advantage of them, and hopefully, you wake up. And the thing is, in life, it's stages. Like, you may not do that anymore, but then there'll be something else you'll get involved in, because everything is like a learning curve. Everything's a learning experience. But the trick is to learn faster. So every time you go through something, just learn a little faster and a little faster and a little faster and a little faster, to the point where you can spot it immediately. Okay. And as soon as you spot it, you like, I'm out. But anyway, so that's it, guys. Thanks. If y'all still here, thank you so much for sticking with me. My name is Jane, Jane B, see Jane Reacts. Definitely hit the subscribe button, like, notification, leave a comment. I'm definitely going to run up in these comment sections and see what y'all talking about so we can talk together. Okay. All right, guys. So until the next time, peace.